What's up, guys and girls? Oh yeah. Just wrapped up a long 700-mile day. Yeah. In Ohio. At the dock, waiting to get loaded. Probably about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Just had a couple days off for our dental appointment on Monday, and then my little girl's birthday was yesterday, so she turned 5. But today's video is going to be about company driver to owner-operator leased on to owner-operator lease purchase or owner-operator with your own MC DOT numbers. So I haven't done all of the above. I've only done the company driver gig and owner-operator leased on with the company. And 2 companies that I've been leased on with. Boy, it's a beautiful sunset this afternoon. God dog, I wished I could show y'all this. Behind me, oh yeah, just on the other side of that warehouse. Man, that's gorgeous. Look at that old Columbia sitting right there. Boy, what you talking about? That 05 with that 60 series Detroit, get you some of that. But anyways, so Coca-Cola 05 to 2013. Had the #1 route, 3-4 years, 204,000 cases sold out of one store, set a record, got a little plaque. Coca-Cola forced a bunch of us to get our CDL. That's how I got my CDL, through Coca-Cola. Cost me, I think, maybe 150, 200 bucks. I didn't have to go to school and pay, 5, 6, 7, 8 grand. And to those of y'all who did, man, I'm so sorry. That's a good chunk of change that you gotta fork out, but I'm sure y'all are now glad that you did, because that CDL in your back pocket is just like a college education, just like that diploma. It's something that you can always fall back on. You will always have a job with that CDL in your back pocket, always have a job. But yeah, so Coke from 05 to 2013, left there, went to US Foods, humped them groceries up and down that ramp for 2.5 years. I want to say, from one job to the next, I always felt like I graduated. Like I closed one chapter and opened up another one to challenge myself even more. So I was burned out. I was bored at Coke. Just ready for a change, ready to make more money. You always want better for your wife and kids than what you had growing up, right? So I always am about trying to do more, trying to be a better me, I always fall short, and we always try to be better. So man, that is a beautiful sunset. I'm sorry, it's just beautiful. But yeah, so left US Foods after 2.5 years, and God, man, just beautiful. Whew. And then CVS. So CVS was awesome. They had a Driver of the Year program, and I found out about that my first couple weeks there through my driver trainer. That was my first goal coming in the door. I wanted that award, and it was most miles, most stops, accident free. Those were the 3 criteria, and I don't think a lot of the drivers at the time knew that the criteria had changed. I think the criteria before that was just most miles. But sometimes you could leave out with 2 stops, and if they call it cube, if the trailers were cubed out, you got 2 stops pays 4. But a lot of times I left out with 5, 6, 7 stops. So I had a lot of miles and I had a lot of stops. So that first year I was there at CVS, I got truck driver of the year. Second year I got driver runner up. And then my third year, they bought Aetna, the insurance company, and the acquisition with Target spent billions, and a bunch of folks got pink slips and pay cuts. And that's when I jumped ship and bought my own rig. Um, so to reel it in a little bit and talk about the business side. So um, me and my wife made a sacrifice and sold a vehicle to get a down payment for my rig. So it's one of those things where we didn't ever have, you know, 10 grand, 15, 20 grand in the bank for a down payment on a big rig. So I had to sell something with some equity in it to get that down payment. But look at where we're at today. Sacrifices made then, rewards now. So, it's all about good business decisions. And I would say that setting yourself up for success also depends on minimal expenses at the house. You don't need a Harley payment. You don't need a boat payment. You don't need a 4,000 square foot house. You don't need the nicest truck or the wife had the nicest car. If that's your cup of tea, man, go for it. But me personally, that's just not me. I like to know that if a motor blows, I'm gonna be okay. I ain't got to worry about 7 grand worth of bills coming in at the house, and the rig maintenance and the big stuff that tears up. Man, if you ain't prepared and you ain't got it saved up or sitting on it, you going under. So you ain't got to spend what you make. Just be tight with your money. Be mindful of what you're making. Be mindful of what you're spending. Just be smart about it. It isn't just come out here buying a truck and getting it and driving it and making a whole bunch of money. You got to be smart about what you do. So me personally, that's my path that I've gone. Company driver, owner operator, now leased on with F&W. And I've got 2 trucks leased on with F&W. So 75% to the driver, 25% stays with the company. And that's another thing I want to hit on for a second is what they pay out of that 25%. For me, it's a lot. They take care of a lot, and it's a lot of owner operators that are there. I don't think understand how much they pay out of that 25%. It's tolls, it's the trailers, which are very nice equipment. I ain't talking about no old beat up trailers. These are nice trailers. Good equipment. The cargo and liability insurance for that trailer. Anything that tears up on that trailer, they cover it. If you're owner operator there, of course the truck, if anything on the truck tears up, it's you. The dispatchers that get you your loads, they got to pay those guys. What else comes out? That 25%. I mean, it's a lot. Your IFTA taxes that are paid quarterly, they pay those. Depending on how much you're running in each state, I want to say that's probably like a $400 or $600 expense every quarter. Maybe more, maybe less. I'm not really quite sure. I don't pay it, but I used to have to pay it with the first company I was leased on with. So, it's just one of those things where that's one less thing I got to worry about as an owner operator leased on with a company. I don't have to worry about paying. My rig insurance on both rigs is about $120 a week. You have your own rig and your own trailer and your own MC numbers. So a whole lot more than that. A whole lot more. I've heard guys quote $1,200 to $2,000 a month insurance costs, rig and trailer and cargo and liability insurance. So it's just one of those things where if you want that freedom of saying, yeah, I've got my own MC numbers, I've got my own DOT numbers, well, along with that comes expenses. So is that Is that something that you're willing to swallow? You know, do you want to have to dispatch yourself? You know, loads out, loads back. Um, do you want to have to find somewhere to park and pay for that parking every week or every month? At F&W, I park my rig there, I hop in my pickup truck, and I go home. I don't pay for parking. Um, just, you know, for me, it's just a good fit. And I think for a lot of guys, that's why they make the decisions they make, or a lot of girls, ladies and gents. It's all about it just being a good fit, you know? And for me, it's just a good fit at F&W. I had to bring my truck in the shop this past weekend to turn some wrenches to tighten some clamps up and replace some clamps. And even though the shop is used for their company vehicles, it's also used for the owner ops. You know, if we need that shop for an hour or two, they have no problem with us pulling our trucks in there and turning wrenches for a little bit, you know. Rather be in a shop versus out in the weather if it's raining or snowing, you know. So that's a nice convenience. I bought 2 APUs from these guys. Both trucks that I've bought, neither one of them had an APU. So they've sold me APUs. When they turn in their lease trucks, they keep the APUs because the APUs are theirs. And he has sold me 2 APUs. So, you know, I don't know if there's any other lease to purchase or lease owner operators or guys with their own authority out there watching this video, but how many other companies can you say that about, you know? They sold you an APU for $2,500, and then I had to pay one of the mechanics to install it. So, and they work. I mean, they're good APUs. They're not shitty. I got AC in the summer months and heat in the winter. So, not to mention, I mean, it's nice. If I need something done to my truck, there's mechanics there that work on the side. I can go home and spend time with my wife and kids while my truck's being worked on. You know, tires, brakes, you know, brake chambers, paint. There's guys there that paint. For me, it's just a good fit. It's just a good fit. So, will I ever go out and get my own MC number and DOT numbers? I've leased on with a company, and I won't call their name, but they weren't far from F&W. And they have company drivers and owner operators as well. I had to dispatch myself. Load out, load back. And you're trying to book a load driving down the road so no one else will get it. Negotiating rates. It was a headache. I didn't like it. So if there's a drawback for me having my own MC number and DOT numbers, it's that right there. It's just dispatching myself. I absolutely hated that aspect of the business. I like someone getting my loads for me, just sending it to me over the laptop, tablet, over my cell phone, through email, and I know what I got to go do. Typically at F&W, that's how it is. You get your loads sent to you over the tablet. Boom, you know what you got to do all week long, or for the next couple days anyway. You know, you just go do it and come back home. So for me, it's just a good fit. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on it, you know. If any of you guys or girls out there have any comments, questions, concerns, please leave them in the comment box. You know, if this video has helped one person, it was all worth it. You know, someone out there that's maybe a company driver that's saying, hey, can I make that jump to an owner operator? You know, can I do this? What does it take to be an owner operator? You know, the away time from home from the wife and kids. You know, what does it take to be successful? You got to be in that truck. You got to be gone. You got to manage your money. You got to live within your means. Can you do it? Yeah. I would say anybody could do it. You got to save. get a little nest egg saved up, you know, plan, research, do your homework. Um, but yeah, I think anybody can do it. And what adds fuel to the fire is when someone tells you you can't do it. Man, that gets underneath my skin. That makes me want to do it that much more. So don't tell me I can't, because then I'm going to show you I can. But yeah, you know, just always trying to challenge myself. You know, we've got 2 trucks leased on now. How many will I have? I don't know. Will it be 3 and then stop there? Will it be 4? Will we keep going? I don't know. I don't know. The chapter's not done. The story's not yet finished being written. So I'm enjoying it. It keeps me on my toes. My wife's always telling me, stop clicking your nails. I'm always clicking my fingernails. She says, stop. What are you stressed about? What's on your mind? What are you thinking about? And I'm like, my mind just doesn't stop. Like, I'm always thinking about the business, you know? So what can I do, you know, to be better, to be a better planner, to be proactive, you know, preventative maintenance, you know, just what can I do to be better as a truck driver, as an owner, all of it, you know. How can I do better? But yeah, long day. Shoot, I might order me a pizza. I just ate a sandwich, but that was like a snack. Big boy like to eat. Past the Domino's on the way in. I might give them a holler. But yeah, you know, like I said, I hope this video helps just one person who wants to know, can I go from company guy to owner operator? Or, you know, if you're happy with the company you're with and you're making good money and you're home every night, you know, you might be working 12, 14-hour shifts. You might be burning up that clock every day. Stay put, you know. If you don't want the stress of the maintenance, or a motor blowing up your second week out, or a transmission tearing up your second week out. My boy Wildbeard said earlier today, y'all check him out on YouTube. Wildbeard is killing it. He said his truck's in the shop, transmission issues. I hope he had something saved up. You know, I hope he's in good shape. I think he is. He's got his own merch now too. But y'all check out Wildbeard on YouTube. He's a pretty cool dude. Good energy, good questions, very informative. It's just good for the industry when you got folks like that out there asking the hard questions, being transparent, good energy, good vibes, positive attitude, man. Just great guy. I wish him nothing but the best, man. He's gonna make it far in the industry. But yeah, you know, just guys supporting other guys, you know, trying to see folks doing well for themselves. So I'm gonna go order a pizza. Y'all have a good night. Later.